It's okay to sweat. In fact, it's healthy. But excessive sweating, especially at night, can be a sign of a condition. Below are 16 medical conditions that causes night sweat. Number 1. Tumor in the abdomen. Sometimes we have swollen abdomen, because of various reasons. It can be gas, fats, excessive fluid, feces, or a fetus growing. Sometimes it can be a tumor, especially if it is accompanied by weight loss, night sweat, and lack of appetite. Further tests should be done to confirm. Number 2. Although not common, night sweats can be a sign of anemia. In simple language, anemia is when you have low blood level in the body. It can be due to hereditary reason or nutrition factors. People with anemia mostly experience fatigue, headache, feeling of faint, and even weight loss and night sweats. Number 3. In our bodies, we have lymph node. If they swell, we say you have a lymphadenopathy. It can swell due to an underlying medical condition. It is mostly accompanied by painful swollen lymph nodes with fatigue, fever, cough, and night sweats. Number 4. Lung cancer. It can occur due to many reasons. Mostly due to genetics or smoking. People with lung cancer experience excess coughing, weight loss, shortness of breath, some chest pain. Some experience difficulty swallowing and even night sweats. Number 5. Primary myelofibrosis. A disorder in the cell that are involved in blood making. It can occur because of a malignancy, HIV, TB, or vitamin D deficiency. This condition doesn't have a concrete signs and symptoms, but can be discovered during routine visit to the physician. Number 6. Chronic lymphocytic leukemia. When I say leukemia, I know you can relate. This affects the lymphocytes, one of the blood cells. This condition can cause a complication called Richter transformation. One of the signs of the complication is night sweat. Number 7. Non-Hodgkin lymphoma and Hodgkin lymphoma. A cancer that affects blood cells. Patients with this condition might experience weight loss, fever, and even night sweats. Number 8. Lung abscess. I hope you can relate. What is an abscess? When the lung is infected, it can develop abscess. It can be single or multiple. In chronic state, one can experience fatigue, night sweats, and even anemia. Number 9. Subacute meningitis and chronic meningitis. Our brain is so important that it is protected by the skull and meninges. In case of an infection, there can be inflammation of the meninges. The patient will present with headache, stiffness of neck, fever, and even night sweats. Number 10. When you get infected by Burkholderia pseudomallei, you develop a disease called melioidosis. This condition is most common in South Asia and Northern Australia. It is found in soil and water and can manifest itself with lung infection that resemble TB. Number 11. Tularemia. It is a disease caused by a bacteria. This condition is associated with animals. It has many signs and symptoms. One of the signs found in some people is night sweats. Number 12. Tuberculosis. It is an infection in the respiratory system. It mostly manifests itself with unexplained cough, weight loss, coughing of blood, and even night sweats. Number 13. Cytomegalovirus infection. An infection that affects all age group. People with weak immune are most affected. They develop a cytomegalovirus syndrome. Number 14. Lung fluke. When someone takes undercooked or raw crustaceans, for example crabs, he or she might get infected with the lung fluke. People with lung fluke experience signs and symptoms like that of TB. Number 15. Pneumonia. An infection of the lung will manifest itself with cough, shortness of breath, and other signs such as night sweats. Number 16. Lastly, menopause. Women have different stages of life. When they reach about 45 years, they enter a stage called menopause. They no longer have the ability to carry a pregnancy. They experience many signs and symptoms due to hormonal changes.